G'day guys, thank you for tuning back into Albatross Barbecue. So a few days ago I cooked up a beautiful brisket and I've got leftovers, which means pie time. Brisket pies and brisket, cheese and jalapeno pies. Stay tuned. So get all of your ingredients out. Everything I used is in the description of this video, but it is so super easy to make absolutely delicious brisket pies at home. The majority of my leftover brisket has come from the point, so it's going to be super tender and delicious. Let's start off by cubing this into small pieces. A lot of this brisket is probably going to shred when I'm cooking it up anyway, so you can make them as chunky as you want. Now you don't have to do what I'm doing here. I'm just grabbing my brisket, throwing it in a measuring cup, and then I'm going to measure roughly how many cups of brisket I have. That's just going to help me determine how much liquid I'm going to need to use. Start yourself off with some butter or margarine and then throwing your onions. I've used a total of about 2.5 onions here. I am now going to add in 2 cups of beef stock. I also kept my leftover beef tallow, beef stock, beef brisket fat. I'm using a cup of that, and then I'm throwing in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce as well. Now in goes my mountain of brisket. Give that a stir, and as you can see on the bottom right hand side, I've got this on a medium-ish heat. I don't want to cook this too quickly. I just want it to come up to temperature slowly, simmer away. I'm going to throw in some extra seasoning here. This is the same seasoning that I used on my brisket the other day, and then I'm just going to cover this up, let it cook nice and slowly. This looks damn good already. After a short while, once you're starting to bubble away, you want to throw yourself in a little bit of cornflour if you feel that you need it. That's just going to help this brisket mix thicken up. Give it a good stir so there's no clumps of flour, and then once it's all cooked, just pull it off, let it rest. It's time to make yourself some pies. Now we've got ourselves a pie maker. These things are absolutely brilliant and easy to use, but if you want to throw a larger pie into your oven, you go for it. All we're doing here is preparing our short crust pastry. That's going to be the base of the pie, and then the top layer is going to be a piece of puff pastry. Start filling those pies with that beautiful brisket mix. 2 of these pies are going to be plain brisket, but we're now throwing in some jalapenos. Now we're using jalapenos that have been pickled. I just think that gives awesome flavor. We've also got ourselves a de-seeded cayenne pepper, as well as some cheese. On goes the puff pastry on the top, close her up, and it's going to take around 8 minutes to cook a beautiful pie. They should be crispy and golden. Pull them off for a little bit of a rest. These are looking pretty goddamn good, so let's slice into them and see how we've done. If you don't want the spice, just make yourself a plain brisket pie. These are just as good, but you're not getting the kick. Either way, these pies, they were looking really goddamn juicy and delicious. There's only one thing left to do, which is taste test. Okay, so we've got brisket pies and we've got the jalapeno cheese and brisket pies. Everybody in the family wants something a little bit different, so we've made both. I've tried a bit of the meat already and it was amazing. Let's try it in the pie. That's so good.
that pie, oh, I cannot wait to dig in and eat more. That's all I can say. If you got leftover brisket, try this recipe. The rub, the jalapenos, the flavour, the cheese, the combo. Mwah! Absolutely bloody beautiful. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you again in the next video. Catch you soon.
These pies were so goddamn tasty. The rub that I've used on that brisket combined beautifully with all the chilies and the cheese. So super tasty. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you again in the next one. Catch you later.